Welcome to the Dropping Dimes podcast, and here's your host, J.I. Dimes.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Dropping Dimes podcast presented by Yo and Yes. Many thanks again to Snuggle Moments PH for sponsoring this episode. Yeah, so for today's episode, we'll be talking about Game 5 of the finals as the Miami Heat pulled off the improbable win 111-108. Jimmy Butler led the way again with 35 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 5 steals. He also went 12 out of 12 from the free throw line, shot 11 out of 19 from the field, and played a whopping 47 minutes. Duncan Robinson also came out big with 26 points. He also had 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And how about this? 7 out of 13 from the 3-point distance. Tyler Hero added 12. Jay Crowder added 11. And Bam Adebayo added 13. But I guess the biggest factor for today's game, he really made an impact with his penetrations and his aggressiveness. Kendrick Nunn. 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and he shot 6 out of 11 from the field and 2 out of 4 from the 3-point distance. While for the Lakers, they were again led by LeBron James, who had 40 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 6 out of 9 from deep, 15 out of 21 from the field, played 42 minutes. Anthony Davis also added 28 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. He was once again perfect from the line. Of course, there were a lot of scary moments for AD about his heel, and then he also kind of sprained his ankle again. Re-aggravated that injury. So let's hope he'll be okay for Game 6. Then, of course, KCP came up big again with 16. But then, of course, the missing link, Markieff Morris, did not even score. And of course, he made that crucial turnover. And then Danny Green, wide open for the championship. And it did not go in. Now, for the team stats, Miami actually shot 45.8% from the field, made 14 triples, and shot 42% from deep. And they also made 21 out of their 22 free throws, which was very important. While the Lakers, on the other hand, matched them as well. The Lakers hit 14 threes as well. They shot 46% from the field. Unfortunately, they missed some free throws, 18 for 21. The Lakers once again out-rebounded the Heat, 50-43. Miami had more assists. Lakers had more steals, 10-7. Also more blocks. And then the turnovers, which have been a major issue for the Lakers. They had 15 this time around. The Heat also had 13 turnovers. The Lakers were able to capitalize on those turnovers and scored 20 points. They also had 25 fast break points. It just so happened, that Danny Green shot did not go in. A lot of people might be saying, well, LeBron should have taken that shot. If he took that shot, that would have been a bad shot. Two guys were on him. He obviously made the right play. It just so happened that Danny Green did not make the shot. And for Markieff Morris, well, people are now baptizing him as J.R. Smith 2.0. Well, he really cost them this time around, that LeBron was open and he just threw it out of bounds. But of course, these things you cannot take away how well the Heat played as well. I mean, Duncan Robinson. What can you say, man? I mean, a guy who started his career playing Division III basketball, then getting recruited to play in Michigan. He went undrafted, and here he is balling in the NBA Finals. So how did Miami do it? Well, I've always been saying in the previous episodes that Miami, they practically have to play a perfect game to beat the Lakers, and they did. They really did. Jimmy Butler, I said I think it was in episode 2 that, Jimmy Butler cannot always have a 40-point triple-double. Well, he all gave us a 35-point triple-double this time around. And he made clutch plays after clutch plays after clutch plays. And because of Jimmy Butler's belief in his teammates and trust, man, you just imagine Duncan Robinson, 7 triples. Yeah, I mean, Butler also was very honest in saying that they really got lucky that Danny Green did not make that 3. They really got lucky. Because Danny Green, that would have been the shot of his career had he made that shot, man. Now everyone is pissed at him. Even Snoop Dogg is pissed at him. Like, man. And then, of course, Markieff Morris, a hero in the previous games. Now everyone is hating on Markieff after he dropped an egg today, and then that lazy turnover, throwing it out of bounds. But again, man, this is the Heat's night. They won practically the first 3 quarters. The Lakers only won the 4th quarter, 26-23. But then the first 3 quarters, the Heat were really winning them. They won all of those quarters, and they were leading as they entered the 4th quarter. So what really went well for Miami is the fact that Jimmy Butler was not passive. He was quite passive. He was kind of passive. Or, again, I don't want to use the term passive on Jimmy Butler. So he was not that aggressive in Game 5. But this time, he made sure that he will be aggressive enough so that he will be able to attract the defense and then open up his shooters. And that's what happened. A lot of his shooters got good looks and they made the 3s. And then whenever the Lakers were, trying to come back and were actually able to, they were like that close to controlling the game already, the Heat were just able to answer back. They made big plays. Of course, Lakers fans can probably say that the Heat got a lot of calls the offensive foul on Braun, and then the foul on Kuzma. But those things are just part of the game. You can't really, sometimes the Lakers will also get the calls. So that's not really the point. The point is Miami just really came out and they wanted to win once again. They came out and they balled in a game when it was supposed to be a Lakers celebration. Now, you might tell me, well, no one should be talking about this had Danny Green hit that shot. Yeah. But then, I mean, if the Lakers really wanted this so bad, they wouldn't be in that position anyway. They wouldn't be in a position wherein Danny Green has to hit a game winner. Right? I mean, if they really wanted this so bad, with the Mamba jerseys and all of the, the Larry O'Brien trophy already there, man, they should have come out with a vengeance. They were supposed to be the ones who were playing like they were down 3-1. But that didn't happen, right? I mean, Miami, if you watch the game, I think that's the reason why people are rooting for the Heat. It's hard not to root for a team that just leaves it all on the floor. I'm not trying to blast the Lakers. I know LeBron did his best, AD did his best. But man, these other Lakers, they have to step up, man. I mean, they have to do their part. Eric Spoelstra literally went with a 7-man rotation, and it worked. He went with the guys that he trusted the most, and it worked for him. Of course, the biggest X factor there was Kendrick Nunn. Those 14 points and the way he penetrated. They missed that a lot because Goran Dragic is not playing. So the aggressiveness of Kendrick Nunn. Remember, he shot terribly last time around, shot 2 for 11. But this time, he was aggressive and he was making them. And because of that, it allowed them to have another playmaker on the court, another guy who could attract the defense. And he was able to facilitate a lot of the offense, especially during the second and the third quarter. That was a big boost for the Heat. He was really the X factor for them. Jimmy Buckets can play well, but again, Jimmy Buckets can't do it all alone. In fact, Bam Adebayo, their second best player, is not really playing that well. I mean, he still struggled a while during the game. In Game 5, he struggled again. And Jimmy Butler had to, again, carry the load. But, if you're a Miami Heat fan, you have to thank Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, Tyler Hero had his moments, Jay Crowder had his moments. And yeah, what an upset. It was supposed to be a coronation for the Lakers, and Miami had other plans. And there will be a Game 6, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a Game 6 on Sunday. Well, Sunday there, and then Monday here, Monday morning here. And we'll see. It's a must-win for the Lakers. I mean, you don't want to go to a Game 7 against this Miami Heat team. And Jimmy Butler getting all the calls as well. Nothing against him. I don't want to criticize him or the referees for the number of free throws he's getting. I think that's more like his talent. The way Harden gets his fouls. And we shouldn't crucify a player just for that, man. I mean, that's his gift. He just knows how to fish for fouls. And he makes and takes advantage of those free throws. Right? So, again, congratulations to the Miami Heat for winning game number 5, 111 to 108. The longest season in history is still not over. And we'll have game 6. Will the Lakers clinch it? Or will Miami send it to another game? Or not just another game, a game 7 for that matter.